Today's video is brought to you by World of Warships.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is incredible!
Friends, we got a really great episode for you today. We're going to be showing you how to take an aero shaft and how to build your very own aircraft. Now, this is part of a design challenge that was inspired by our good friends at Horizon. They just came out with a fantastic new plane called the Slow Ultra Stick. Now, in full transparency, we were going to be having some fun and doing a review on the Slow Ultra Stick old school style, but unfortunately, they were so popular, they are out of stock, and it does no good in getting you guys inspired and not having a place to go. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to do a design challenge where we take a simple aero shaft, $1 sheet of foam board, and we're going to design our own slow stick inspired from the very original GWS slow stick. Now make sure you hang around to the end of the episode, because if this all works out, we're going to be sharing with you how you can get your free plans and build your own. Dave's already started on the 3D printed parts. Let's check it out.
So Dave, what are you doing?
Alright, so I am currently working on designing our new stick. I have an arrow shaft here. You can buy these at Walmart. They're $3 or $4. And basically I'm just going to 3D print all the mounts and everything. The motor, the wing mounts, servo mounts, and tail mount. Should be pretty straightforward and easy to build. Josh is working on the foam board right now for the wing. And yeah, we're going to have an airplane by the end of the day.
Alright, while Dave is finishing up these prints, I want to give a huge shout out to our good friends at World of Warships for sponsoring this episode. World of Warships has been a longtime partner of Flitetest and really helped make a lot of our most epic episodes possible. World of Warships is a free-to-play game for PC. World of Warships is always new with every experience. Every month they release new ships, in-game nations, cosmetics, and even ship classes. And you can always count on enjoying fresh gameplay experiences with Warship's stunning 12v12 arenas. And with over 40 unique maps with dynamic weather, all of which has been updated with stunning new water effects and textures, you're going to have a very difficult time distinguishing from what is game versus what is real. Now you can conquer the oceans in many different ways by using big hitting battleships, quick and devastating destroyers, or do-it-all cruisers. Or you can change up your strategy by using stealthy submarines, or even take to the skies with aircraft carriers. And not only is this game available on PC, but it's also available on your favorite console. Now for those rainy days and those days that you can't fly but you still want to have a lot of fun with your friends and family, download World of Warships by using the first link in our description below, and while you're registering, use the code WARSHIPS to get exclusive rewards like a bunch of doubloons, credits, premium account time, and even a ship. So again, you can have an amazing online battle experience with your friends and family by using the link in the description below, using that promo code WARSHIPS, and start playing immediately. Now it's time to go from big battleships to 3D printed parts and super light airplanes. Let's see what Dave's up to.
Okay. Alright, Josh, so the last part of our print just finished. Let's go see what we got. Okay, so the first part we got is the back of the wing holder. And then this is the firewall and ESC holder.
I like how it has no real support to it, does it?
No, I tried to make it as simple as possible for people to print. And this is the front wing holder. So the rest of the stuff's already done. It's sitting out here on the table. I think you're doing the assembly on this, aren't you? Alright, we'll talk to you guys later.
Now friends, if you like building, love flying, or you aspire to be able to do both, there is an event which is the largest electric flying in the whole wide world coming up June 22nd through 25th right here in Malvern, Ohio. And that event is called Flitetest. Flitetest is an event that we have every single year where people gather from all over the country and even all over the world to a small town in Malvern, Ohio, where we build, we fly, and we fellowship. This is an incredible event where even if you don't know how to fly or how to build, you can go and you can learn how to do both. Along with this event, we have STEM activities, we have family-centered activities which make it fun for the whole entire family, and we have fun competitions like combat. Now this event simply would not be possible without our amazing family of volunteers. These volunteers are really the lifeblood of the whole event and really set the tone for a magical experience. Now if you're looking to go to Flitetest or to become a volunteer, go to flitefest.com and you can find out more information. I truly believe this is going to be the best year we've ever had. We're bringing back our workshops where you can learn new skills. We have a fully dedicated STEM tent that's an amazing experience both for students and educators. This year we also have the opportunity where people can reserve their camp spots to make sure they get the best spot possible. Make sure if you plan on going to Flitetest that you reserve your spot now, because over 50% of the camp spots are already reserved. If you've never been to a flying event before, or you want to meet the most amazing flight community in the world, definitely make your plans to bring you and your family to Flitetest going on June 22nd through the 25th. Can't wait to see you there. So Dave got his 3D printed pieces all done. I went ahead and glued it on the arrow shaft. Everything is looking incredibly solid. I'm really happy with that. What I did is I went ahead and designed a real simple wing. And if you guys remember earlier in the video, I was saying I want to do this all off of a $1 sheet of foam board. So I got my main wing. It's 29 inches long by 9 inches wide. I got my main tail. And if you ever notice, I oversized things. That's because it makes it really gentle and really stable. Everything is put together. I'm going to go ahead and get the electronics on. Now I'm going to be using some Zap Instant Glue to be able to fasten down these 3D printed parts to the carbon fiber rod. And if you guys haven't been to our store lately, we're also carrying the Zap products now in our store. $247. All right, so that means that's about as big as we can build sub 250. And why is that important? Anything under 250 grams is something that is not registerable or not needed to be registered unless you're flying 107. We're all flying recreationally. What we want to be able to do is we want to make kits that people can build and they don't have to worry about any regulations out there, especially with what's coming down the pike. The FAA is about to be reauthorized through Congress. That means every 5 years, Congress makes a reauthorization act, brings it to the FAA, and basically gives them instructions on the initiatives that they want to see fulfilled in the next 5 years. Our main goal for this reauthorization act is to be able to move the 250 gram limit up to 1 kilogram. That's basically 2.2 pounds. If we do this, that will help us immensely and be able to continue to bring Flite into schools, helping you guys get into the hobby, while providing airplanes that really pose no threat to people, places, or things. We're going to put a link down in the description to a longer form video that really unpacks this in great detail and also shows you guys how you can help us out in a huge way by writing your representatives both in Congress and in the Senate that'll hopefully influence this reauthorization act and be able to turn it to something that will help the hobby versus hurt it. All right, so we're going to go out and take this out for a test flight here, make any adjustments we need. Then our team's going to come together. We're going to have fun with all these airplanes. I want a super slow, awesome trainer that you guys can build with just a couple bucks of materials, but also our good friend Trevor Still, he wanted a STEM project that had super slow flying aircraft that could be flown indoors. I'm hoping that this will tick the bill. So, you ready? Ready. Just put it right here. Here we go. Oh my god. Noah, do you remember our duct tape plane?
Yep. Yes!
I don't know if I got it, but that was hilarious.
That was terrifying!
Does this not look like the duct tape plane?
Almost identical.
Look at that. There is just something so awesome about the slow stick. Look how slow that is. That's hands off. That's an arrow shafted $1 piece of foam board. So Dave was telling me every piece of this can be printed with a Perusa Mini. There's no standoffs, super simple. You just lay the whole file down on the bed. We're gonna be giving that file to you and also these plans for free. All we ask is that you sign up for our newsletter and then we're gonna include that in one of our upcoming newsletters. Look at that, Noah. All right, friends, so as you can see, the FT Slow Mini Stick is absolutely incredible. We want to get these files to you, and the way that we're going to be doing that is through our newsletter. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to our newsletter, it is a fantastic thing to sign up for. Not only are you going to get access to great sales, but also updates on the hobby, the community, and so much more. We're going to get these plans over to our good friend Dan Sponholz. He's going to make them into something that can be downloaded and used easily. As soon as they're available, we're going to broadcast the instructions on how you can get them right through our newsletter. And as we mentioned in the beginning of this video, this was all inspired by the release of the new Slow Ultra Stick. Once that is available and back in stock, we have a really fun video that's going to be made available for you guys. And if you guys have a favorite Horizon product that you'd like to get your hands on, there's a link down below that you guys can use. It'll really help us out and support us in a big way. Thanks so much for being part of the Flitetest family. We'll see you next time.